How did Terry O'Sullivan tell his parents he'd got the job he was praying for? How did Tony Hickox arrange to meet his brother from Melbourne in a Munich beer cellar? How did Ravi Patel inform his friends in Bombay about his newborn son? How did Maggie Markham invite her daughter to her 60th birthday party? How did John Timperley pass on an urgent £10,000 order to his head office? And how did Debbie let her father know she'd passed her exams? The answer is joyfully, quickly, proudly, easily, efficiently, and with great relief. They all used a phone card, the new calling card from British Telecom. Most phone cards are sold in CTNs, shops that people can pop into when they're passing. They have a value of £2.80, £7 or £14, representing 40, 100 or 200 units. So a phone card is like money, only more convenient. You simply insert the phone card, dial the number you want, and you can talk without interruption. You don't have to have the right change to make a call. You don't have to feed the phone.
Hello?
So you're not
Hello,
interrupted by the pips.
Yes, guess what? I've passed.
The box tells you exactly how many units you have on your card, so you use it as often as you like until there are no units left. Phone cards are a new service from British Telecom. It's been tried, tested, researched, and we know that the public likes it. It's reliable, convenient. People who use it go on using it.
How are you?
A British Telecom survey showed that 94% of users like the phone card service. That's overwhelming approval. And retailers like it, because these days every extra penny helps, and pounds help even more. Phone cards make a real contribution to takings.
We're selling more phone cards every week. In fact, the takings are very fair. Well, they would be, wouldn't they? At £2.80, £7 and £14.
I'm all for them. I mean, look, I have them here in the till. They're not exactly difficult to keep, are they? They're well worth handling.
British Telecom are now expanding the service to make it nationwide and installing another 8,000 new phone card phones. So demand will be growing all the time.
No, I think it's the...
You can imagine how useful phone cards are to people who don't have a phone, people who make long-distance and international calls, people who rely on the phone to send important messages and don't want to be caught without the right change. Phone cards are one of those good ideas that seem to work for everybody.
My folks were waiting by the phone at the local post office to hear the latest. I ring every Saturday, same time, and we chat for a good 5 minutes. It's grand to hear their old voices and catch up on their news.
By the time I feel like phoning someone, I usually spend most of my money in the pub anyway. So to be on the safe side, I always carry one of these little thingies around with me.
Well, I always carry phone cards. In fact, you could call me a life member. I couldn't count all the times I've used them. It always seems to make phoning that bit easier.
Phone card is a very good idea, and it's very practical. It means I don't get a huge telephone bill for making calls to India, because I pay with the card. It spreads the load, you see.
I haven't got a phone, dear, but there's a phone card phone just round the corner from me. My son often sends the cards in the post, a little present, so he knows I can always get in touch.
Obviously, I have to be careful with my money living on a grant, so I always buy a card a week, and that does for phoning home. The phone card gets full marks from me.
Well, it's simple arithmetic, really, isn't it? Look, 12p, 45p, £1.16, 28p, and over here, £2.80, £7 and £14. I've got plenty of regular customers for these.
To promote phone card to the public and support the retailer, British Telecom are mounting a massive TV campaign. So now is the time to get this sign. Phone card, the new calling card. People like it.